Hey, what's going on? What's going on, people? It's your boy Jay Quill, All Talk Live. Now, I had something to talk about today, but it kind of got shifted a little bit. So, what we're gonna talk about today is the Connecticut new laws they got going on for 2023, January 1st. Give me 1 second. Be right back. Give me 1 second. Hey, what's going on? What's going on back? Hey, appreciate you for coming in, right? Oh, you in Oakland right now? Okay. Now, what's going on right now in Connecticut? This been going on. See, a lot of y'all now that's out here running around getting your own authority. Yeah, buying trucks. I had a problem with that. Getting your own authority. What y'all don't know is years ago, you go back like 20 years ago, even I can say 10 years back, Connecticut and other states like New Jersey, New York, all of them was charging. What's going on, Charles? All of them was charging. Now I don't agree with a shutdown. Now don't I don't no, I'm gonna tell you the reason why I don't agree with a shutdown. But I'm gonna tell you the reason why I'm saying this. Years ago, when you apply for your registration, this was years ago. When you apply for your registration, they charge you to drive in these states. So what I mean by that is that when you apply for your registration, when I was in New Jersey, you had to pay for the states you wanted to run in. Now, since I was in New Jersey, I ran New York, New York State, two different entities. I ran Connecticut, I ran Mass, I ran New Hampshire, I ran Maine, Rhode Island, and Delaware. I had to pay for those states to run through those states. Years later, when you apply now, they give you all 48 states for free. They give you that. So what Connecticut is doing is not nothing new. I done seen it already, man. I've been out here 30 years. 30 years. I've seen it already. What Connecticut is trying to do is get that money right back. And they targeting the truckers. A shutdown? Nah. Only reason why I say no with a shutdown is you have to figure out a way to keep a man's hands from going in your pockets. You remember the saying, get your hands out of my pocket? So what you really have to do is don't do a shutdown, make them come get their work. Because now what Connecticut is going to do is charge you per mile. Depend on the gross weight vehicle or depend on the weight that you running through the highways. It's bad enough that Connecticut only lets you do. Oh, okay, I got you. And Connecticut had one of the worst highways, other than the Cross Bronx, had one of the worst highways in the United States. They only allow you to do 55 miles an hour. Connecticut cops are the worst. You think Pennsylvania will pull you over just to pull you over, but Connecticut is the worst. To run through Connecticut with all of that traffic, kill yourself. So my thing of that is this: if you could force Connecticut to come get their work, that's how you put a dent in the pocket. Because every time you go across New Rochelle, New York, and you crossing that 95, the weigh station right there. So what they're going to start doing is, they're going to tag you at the weigh station. Now, I'm going to play a video and play an audio for y'all can listen to it because it's department. It's called the DRS, Department Revenue Services. It ain't the IRS. It's the Department Revenue Services of the state of Connecticut. They targeting truck drivers. They looking to make $90 million. They looking to make $90 million off the trucking industry. So how the hell you going to charge, right? How you going to charge a trucker per mile? They talking about $7 per mile, right? $5 per mile, $6 per mile. They talking about charging you per mile to run to the state of Connecticut when the brokers only want to give you $1.50, no more than $2. So how the hell are you going to make some money, bro? They talking about having this money back by February, so they want to start. They might even charge you every month. So how you supposed to run for a broker if you're an owner operator, right? Yeah, you see death row because that's what's going to happen. You drive through Connecticut and you got to get a permit. You don't get the permit by January 1st. This what you're going to get. You're going to be seeing death row running to Connecticut because now if you don't get the permit that they offering through the DRS, you got to contact the DRS now and you got to apply for a permit. Now that you could get one permit, this is how stingy they being. You apply for one permit. If you got 30 trucks, that one permit for 30 trucks, but you got to make a copy for the whole fleet. You got to make a copy for the whole fleet. So now you running around here making a copy for the whole fleet to run through Connecticut. Now, say if you got to go to Boston, you got to go to Rhode Island, you got to go to Maine, you got to go further up, you got to get through Connecticut unless you come to cross Route 90 through Buffalo, running through Rochester, and try to get around to get into Mass, but you still got to get to Connecticut. So right now, they got you tied. They got you handcuffed right now, man. They got you handcuffed because, see, the thing is this. When California starts something, New Jersey pick it up. New York pick it up. Connecticut pick it up. Mass pick it up. Rhode Island pick it up. So now since Connecticut is doing this, New Jersey going to follow right behind them. Better hope not. Better hope not. Jersey don't follow because if Jersey is a big state, if Jersey follow behind Connecticut, it's a done deal because you got to come through Jersey. Now, this is what they're saying. They want you to go watch a video. I'm going to play this video so y'all can hear the audio in the video. And it's crazy because they only giving one exemption. They're giving one exemption. That exemption is if you hauling milk. If you hauling milk through Connecticut, you ain't got to get the permit. You don't have to pay for the mile. If you hauling milk and dairy products, they only ones getting exemption. So now you don't have to get this permit. Why is milk? Why is milk so important? But they're not doing this with the rails. The rails are going on strike. They was going on strike before. Now the rails going on strike now. So the rails don't have to go through what a trucker go through. The rails don't have to go through what we go through. So if you're going to buy your own truck, think twice about buying your own truck. And if you do, lease someone with a good company. Yeah, exactly. Grocery and Connecticut about to be empty. But the thing is, they worrying about milk. That's my thing, man. What is so important about milk that Connecticut is saying, if you hauling milk, the exemption is this. If you hauling anything over 26,000 pounds, you got to get the permit. You hauling anything under 26,000, that only apply to if you in a straight job or if you're doing a hot shot, because a hot shot can only carry up to 26,000 pounds. So the guys that's running around with a hot shot delivering cars, containers, small commodities of freight, they exempt from that too. So anything over 26,000 pounds in Connecticut, they're going to charge you. But you can't even get $2 out of a broker. You can't get $2 out of a broker. They're going to charge you up to 7 cents. Now I'm gonna show you the chart, bro. This is crazy, man. I want y'all to listen to this video, right? This is the video that they want y'all to go watch. Yeah, y'all go watch the video before you even apply for the permit. Let me play it back. Here you go. This is the video.
.ct.gov/DRS. Then either click on the blue link, New Connecticut Highway Use Fee.
Let me play it back. This is the video they want y'all to listen to apply for the DRS. The permit.
Welcome to the Connecticut Department of Revenue Services instructional video. The purpose of this video is to share information about the new highway use fee and how to add a highway use fee account for motor carriers who are already registered through the DRS for IFTA and motor carrier road tax. The highway use fee will be imposed on certain carriers for the...
Now, the crazy part, she said IFTA, right? So now you charging the truck drivers for the IFTA. You got to apply for the IFTA. So you do the IFTA every quarter, right? Every 3 months, you're doing your IFTA, right? But now they charging you every month to run on Connecticut highways. Yeah. So they killing you both ways, man. So they killing you both ways in Connecticut. Like I said, the governor of Connecticut say they looking to make $90 million a year off truck drivers. You know the crazy part is this? Everybody going up, but the pay ain't going up. Why is that? Everybody going up, but the pay ain't going nowhere. You still making the same damn money. So now, if the trucking industry is going to get hit, yeah, the truckers doing it. Yeah, the brokers doing it real bad, man. Hey, brokers to me mean broker/broke. Hey, brokers in there. So now, they're going to hit you twice on that. So I'm going to tell you like this. Once the trucking industry and Connecticut get hit, the rate for a driver is going to go low. So now you think you're making money now? If you're a company driver in the state of Connecticut, guarantee you, they're going to start cutting your pay. So if you make it $25.50, you're going to be making $20. You make it $20, you're going to be back down to $15 because know what they're going to tell you? I got to pay for you to run those miles. So now if you don't get to work or you late, they're going to fire you. And they're going to put somebody else on because they got to keep those trucks moving. They got to keep them moving. Even the companies in the state of Connecticut is not even exempt from this. So everybody going to get hit. So if you coming through New York, you better do like the rest of them do. They come through upstate New York. You better find you a drop and hook, drop it, and make them come get their own work, man. Because if you don't do that, you ain't gonna make no money in the game right now. I don't see why they forcing the truckers out because the rail can't handle all that work. When the rails come through the port, now I'm in the ports every day. They doubled them. They put two, like the rail cars, they put 2 boxes on one rail. So if you got 100 rails running down that highway, the rail is getting over. The rail is exempt from even the 2290. Every year we got to pay the 550. The rails don't have to pay anything. The rails ain't got to pay a damn thing. So why is the rails exempt from running when the rails are still on the road, right? Yeah, if they do go on strike, they're gonna need us bad, man. Because the rails can't do it by themselves. But I'm gonna tell you this, they're gonna save the rails. That's like the post office with Amazon. Amazon came through. Amazon gave the post office a lot of work. When Amazon started buying trucks, Amazon started buying buildings all over New Jersey, all over Pennsylvania, all in the South, all in the Northeast quarter. What happened? They took that work back from the post office. And the post office lost a lot. It was going on, loans, fitness going on with you, bro. The post office lost a lot. So right now, the rails are crying for more money, saying they're hurting. But if you come in Port North, the rails don't do a damn thing, man. They just pull up. What's going on, DJ Ab? What's going on, bro? The rails, the rails pull up. They get boxes. They move. Tank wagons. It's only one-man team. That's why I understand why is the rails are crying like they're hurting when it's only really a one-man team. All you need is one guy to back it up. Then you need another guy to jump up, pull a handle to derail, one going left, one going right, one going straight. So I understand the reason why the rail is going on strike when the rail is really a one-man team. Yeah. See, that's what the rails do. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you, man. I won't play the rest of this video. I want you to hear because it's madness. How they gonna say if you're hauling milk is exempt? This is what they want. It's called the DRS, Department of Revenue Services. That's not even IRS, man. That's not even IRS. But hear the rest of this video real quick.
Privilege of using Connecticut roads.
It's a privilege.
All carriers who fall under being an eligible motor vehicle must register with the DRS by January 1st, 2023. There is no expiration date on the permits. An eligible motor vehicle is defined as having a gross weight of 26,000 pounds or more and carries a classification between Class 8 and Class 13. The only exception currently to the definition of an eligible motor vehicle is a motor vehicle carrying or transporting milk or dairy products to or from a dairy farm that holds a license to ship.
You know how heavy milk is, man? Milk is very heavy, dense, fat, all types of stuff, man. Milk ain't nothing but a container full of pus. Hey, man, I know you. Hey, I don't want to be too scared a lot of y'all, man, but y'all know, like I know, man. Milk ain't nothing but pus, man. Milk come out of a cow. Then they get that out of a cow. They mix that shit with all ingredients and mix with base water. I pull dry milk every day. I pull milk coming out of upstate New York, Auburn, New York. I go to Kanji Milk, 86,000 pounds, 87,000 pounds, 88,000 pounds, damn near 90,000 pounds going from Auburn, New York down to Port North. Milk is heavy, but milk can get an exemption if it's coming from a farm. But if you coming from a warehouse and you going through Connecticut and you don't have that permit after January 1st, you're done. So they want you to apply now because you're applying now. They say no exemption though, but come February, you got to pay that payment. They want their money every month. So how you going to be running to Connecticut? This is my thing right here, right? This is what I say, right? If Connecticut can charge the drivers up to $7 a mile, depending on the gross weight of the vehicle, then why can't we overcharge or charge the brokers? Or why can't we tell the brokers, no, I'm not doing this load today. I'm not going to do it. See, going on strike or going on a shutdown, it's not going to work. Because you know why a shutdown is not going to work? Because you got companies like JB Hunt. You got companies like Prime. You got companies like Amazon. You got companies like you got people hauling for C.H. Robinson. Cheap freight, cheap, heavy, dense freight. You got big company, big major corporations that's backing these big companies, right? So long as these companies got company drivers, they're gonna run it. Now, like me and DJ Af had a conversation earlier, it's gonna cost you money to put on a driver. But they really sacrifice that. But this the thing. The order of brand new truck is on back order. If you go order a brand new truck right now, you're gonna wait to 2024, 2025 to get a brand new truck. So what all these older fleets are doing now is starting to cover the pay. They pulling a lot of their old trucks out the backyard. So now you got UPS bringing out the old trucks. You got JB Hunt, you got Prime, you got Amazon, you got cheap container companies. Yeah, I haul container, but you got container companies too. You got guys out there who don't really care because I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna say. I got a family to feed, I got a mouth to feed, I got a side piece. I got things I got to do. A lot of them got bad habits. So it's hard to trying to go to shut down when you got other drivers got other things on their mind. So right now, I don't mean to go off subject, but they had a load of immigrants. They had 5 bus loads come out of New York, out of California. They dropped 1 load in Chicago, 1 load in upstate New York, and another load down in Delaware somewhere, right? Now, the geographic might be a little bit off, but they dropped one in Chicago, right? What makes you think they could easily get those off the bus and can put CDL licenses in their hand? So you could put a CDL license in a man's hand that barely speak no English, give him 2 months, a month of training, and put him on the road, and you got to work. You got to work. I don't care if they could be Hispanic, they could be African, they could be any other race, but if they put them a CDL license in their hand, they're gonna run it. And what that's gonna do? Have you sitting out there looking crazy? See, people think that we drive trucks, we don't go through nothing. They think we don't hear nothing, we don't see it. Most of the time, people just think truck drivers retarded, man. Hey, what's going on, AJ? Hey, most of the time they think truck drivers are retarded. They think we don't know a damn thing, man. They treat us like most of the time they treat us like an inmate. They treat truck drivers like we sitting in jail. All they know is the number on the damn truck. The name on the truck, Goodwill Trucking, the number 352. Right now, it's hard to make money in the trucking industry. It's hard to try to hold on to the money. Because now, once that truck go in the shop, and if you running around here with the DEF on the truck, if you ain't deleted yet, I'm not saying deleted, but if you ain't deleted yet, it's still gonna cause you problems. So now if you put a truck in the shop, God forbid your truck break down to Connecticut. Now, your truck break down to Connecticut, you got to get it to a shop. Now, because Connecticut is charging you to run the roads, the shop go up. The parts go up. Because when one thing go up, everything follows suit. So now you're sitting back, like you go, like how am I supposed to run my business if I'm losing the business? You can't hold on to nothing if you can't make no money to pay the bill. So what you need to do is get a drop, see what it is. You need like-minded truck drivers. I ain't talking about truck drivers who just want to run their mouth and sit back and eat donuts and sip coffee because they're hungry, about to run the road. Nah, you need like-minded men, truck drivers, man and female, to come together and say, nah, I'm not going to do it. So if you're going to go to Connecticut, you stop in New Rochelle and make Connecticut come get their own shit. Because if you force Connecticut to come get their work, see, Connecticut can't move without big corporation. We all know big corporations move America. We all know that. We all know America ain't nothing but a business. America ain't nothing but a business. If y'all ain't known that shit yet, you done heard it from me. America ain't nothing but a corporation, ain't nothing but big business. Your social security number, your social security card with a number ain't nothing but big business. They make money off your social security number. It ain't nothing but big business, bro. So at the end of the day, you have to force them. You have to force their hand to come get their own shit. That's how you do it. Yeah, man, that's another thing too. Now check it out, right? Well, we're gonna get to the tolls. So this is the thing, you gotta go to Connecticut, right? You got New Jersey toll. Coming up through, say if you're coming up through Delaware. No, we're gonna take it as far as back as Baltimore. You got a toll in Baltimore. You got a toll, you got two tolls in Baltimore. You got damn near 3 tolls in Delaware. You got New Jersey Turnpike. You got the George Washington Bridge. You got the New Rochelle. And bam, the way station. Then you go further up to get into Mass. You got another toll. So now you got all of these tolls to pay. And by the time you get to Connecticut, they're gonna pull you on the way station. Oh, you better believe that. How you think they're gonna weigh you in like a turkey? How you think they're gonna get their money, man? They weighing everybody in Connecticut now. You go through Connecticut after January 1st, you best to believe you getting weighed in. They might not even do a level 1. They might not do a level 2, level 3. They're gonna weigh you in like a fat ass turkey. have you come inside, ask you where you going, how long you staying, and when you coming back through. And they're gonna already, I won't be surprised they hit you with a bill and then hit you with a prorate. Okay, cool. You coming back this way? You're gonna be back through here tomorrow. So we're gonna estimate that you're gonna be back here this time. So we're gonna have to prorate that. So which way you going back? Uh-huh. Yeah. You go your person, your easy pass. Uh-huh. Because it's gonna go up, man. The tolls are gonna go up. Everything is starting to go up so fast. But wow, check it out. The pay ain't going up. Why the pay not going up, bro? The money ain't going nowhere. You kicking me on the back end. You telling me I'm gonna charge you $7 a mile to run through Connecticut, and I got 80,000 pounds, but the broker only giving me $1.50, $2. So I'm gonna make money off this, man. So my thing to this, don't go through Connecticut. Don't go. If you're gonna go through Connecticut, then you might want to be slick and want to go 287 to 287. The 278, you want to go through the thrives and nothing. They gonna go around to the what's that? They changed that thing to Governor Cuomo, right? You want to go over there. It used to be called the not the Tampere Bridge. What's that bridge over there, man? You go to the backside. Not the Tampere Bridge. They call it Governor Cuomo Bridge now. I don't know why they changed that name and shit. But you gonna go through that bridge and you gonna still end up in Connecticut, man. Yeah, the race of trash, man. You run in the West Coast, the race of trash. I'm telling you, man, you can't make no money like this. They targeted, the Triborough. They targeting, nah, that's not the Tri, the Tampere. Yeah, the Triborough was over there going towards Queens. The Tampere Bridge. They changed it to Governor Cuomo. I hope they changed it back. But you got the Tampere Bridge. They'll try to sneak it to Connecticut, they're gonna bang you right there too. Because now, even if you try to go through 95 and cut to 78, what's that, 87, and go through the Bronx and come through Yonkers, that they got a toll booth right there. Then after the toll booth, they got a weigh station. So either which way you see it and try to sneak around through Connecticut, they already got you. And those who don't know and don't understand, you're gonna end up driving through Connecticut because you're not gonna even you're not paying the mind to the state laws. So now you're gonna get you a broker and go say sneak it to Connecticut in the middle of the night. Yeah, there you go right there. 684, right? You go sneak through 684 in the middle of the night, trying to go up to what? Say if you're going to Waterbury, Connecticut, you're gonna run 684 up. By the time you get to Waterbury, that's a toll right there. No, it's a weigh station on the right hand side. So now you're not even knowing because you saying, okay, cool, that's like a strike. You got some companies a strike, but you got some people cross that picket line. You will have some drivers dumb enough to try to sneak through Connecticut and you're going to get banged, put out of service, hit you with a large bill, and they not going to let you leave until you pay where you going and where you coming, man. So how you supposed to make some money around here? I say shut down before Connecticut and make Connecticut come get their own work, man. That's what I say. Shut it down before Connecticut and have Connecticut drivers come and get to work. That's what they do anyway on the throughway. When they running them doubles and they running them triple trailers, they already got drop spots. Get to a drop spot, drop it, and have them come get their own work, man. Because if not, you're not gonna make no money. So if you living in Connecticut, you better get your ass up and go to work every day. Because if you ain't trying to go to work every day in Connecticut, this is what you're going to be on. You're going to be on death row in the state of Connecticut. Because Connecticut is going to make it sure that you ain't got no work, man. And I'm going to tell you like this. Yeah, but what they're going to charge them electric trucks? What is they going to charge them self-driving trucks? Who you charge for that? Think about it. You got these self-driving trucks going to run through the state of Connecticut. There's no man in it. The man might be in a bump. But who you going to charge for that? Who you going to charge? Elon Musk? Who going to charge for that, man? That's a bill, man. They trying their best to get a man out of a truck and have a truck run either on electric or run it by itself, man. If y'all don't see it coming, Connecticut is pushing for it, man. Connecticut is pushing for self-operated trucks. They trying to get truckers out of Connecticut. New York State been trying it for years, man. New York State said 2035, there's no more diesel trucks in upstate New York. Yeah. See, that's how you do it, man. You have to force these companies to pay, man. You gotta force them to pay, man. Hey, I'm gonna drop the link. If anybody wanna come up, man, you come on up, man. Because you gotta force these companies to pay. Because if you don't force them to pay, you out of a job. You're gonna lose your truck, your trailer, your business. You're gonna lose your sanity. And you know who's gonna be making money? The locomotive gonna be driving right by you, man. Making all the money, man. Let me see if I can how to drop this link right here. Let's see how this thing works. Let's see if it works. I dropped the link right there. Anybody want to come up, man? But I'll tell you like this, man. If you can, shut down before the state of Connecticut. Shut it down. Have Connecticut come get their work, or you overcharge Connecticut. That's how you're gonna make money too. How you gonna make money in Connecticut? If Connecticut charging you by the weight, you add that weight to the bill. You add the tolls to the bill, and you add the weight to the bills. So when you do that, you let the trucker company know, okay, if it's gonna cost me $1,400 to run those highways, then I gotta charge you 14 on top of that garbage ass 600, 700 you offer me. That's how you make the money on the back end. You charge it back to the company. Like they say, charge it back to the game. You charge it back to the company, man. If you can charge it back to the company, and I know you can, charge it back to the company, man. Then that's how you that's how you stay ahead of the game. So if you're gonna run through Connecticut, if Connecticut government is saying, oh, we're gonna make $90 million, so why can't the truck driver get a piece of that? So DJ Ab, you right about that, man. That's how you stay on top of the game. You charge it back to the game. Sometimes you got to treat the trucker company like the street game, man. I'm just sorry to say that, man, but sometimes you have to play that game sometimes because right now they're gonna put a lot of rules and regulations on this, man. They're gonna have it where as though they're gonna be towing your vehicle. You can paying for that. Parts going up, paying for that. You know, can't even pull over. You can't even pull nowhere in Connecticut to even get something to eat, man. You can't go to the Walmarts. You can't pull your truck in a Walmart, a Target, a shopping center, a mall without them coming over there harassing you and towing the truck, man. It's just sad, but that's where we're going right now. This is where y'all going in the state of Connecticut. You get caught in Connecticut without a permit, they're gonna hit you with death row, man. I'm gonna get the rest of this video because it don't make no sense, man.
Milk. These vehicles do not need to register. To register for the highway use fee, all eligible carriers must complete an application and apply electronically using DRS's new online portal, MyConnect. DRS will not be accepting any mailed-in application. There is no fee to register, and
You heard what they said, right? They're not accepting no fee applications. You know why they're not accepting that? I got you, man. I got you, bro. So the reason why they not accepting no fee applications with the DRS because they want you to bring that money straight up, man. They want you to come down there and they want you to pay it straight up. They don't even want you to send an application in. They want that money straight up. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, Chief?
Nothing, man. What you got to add to this, bro?
Man, like
talking about this for a minute. You the one put it up. You the one told me about this a week ago.
yeah, because I got the letter in the mail almost about 2 weeks ago. I told you about it. I'm like, hold up, everything going up. Every time you turn around, that board then went up, an extra $10. What else went up? The new Connecticut law then went up. The drug and well, for me, my drug and alcohol consortium, the third party that I use, they just went up. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like, every time you turn around, everything going up. Now Connecticut charging you, and it's not like where they want it every quarter. They want it every month.
Yeah.
They want their money every month. Like, yo, this is crazy. Hey, I just don't know how people stay in the business. And when I say about them charging it back to the company, most of these guys out here that's running, they don't even understand their numbers. They don't understand their numbers, so they already running for free. They
Yeah.
just look at it as another. All right, well, I'll pay it whenever it come. You know what I mean? Like they don't even understand. Like, yo, you paying all these tolls just to get into Connecticut. You're not even making money. Like when I look at the load board, I'm seeing the loads that's going like Amazon right now from Jersey to Connecticut or Jersey to New York. Like they're not taking into consideration just across that GW bridge, you paying $116.
Let me
And
ask
you
you
got
a
the
question.
coming out of New York and Connecticut.
So they don't even tack the toll onto the rates.
Nah, hell no. Brokers don't care about no tolls. They don't care about tolls, fuel. They don't care about none of that. They put a flat rate out, and it's either you gonna take it or you ain't gonna take it.
Mm-hmm. No, you mute yourself, man.
Oh, my fault.
Nah, you got it.
Yeah, like they don't care about none of that. They don't care about no rates. I mean, about no fuel or no toll. Like even if you call the broker, like yo, like they want you to run. Like listen, I seen loads where coming from Jersey going to Connecticut, $400, $500, and it's only mind you, it's only 100 some miles.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
who's doing that? Like by the time, like I just do an average of $1 a mile for fuel. By the time you take $1 a mile, like let's say you got a load going, let's say 150 miles from Jersey, from Elizabeth to New Haven, Connecticut, or Gaspé, Connecticut, anywhere up there in that area, about 150 miles. By the time you take 150 miles off that 500, well, you down to 350. Then you take 100, and then you take $116 for the toll, the New York, the GW toll. Then you got the Connecticut toll. Then you got the Jersey Turnpike toll. So you're looking at anywhere at least, I'm gonna say roughly right around 150 in tolls just to go into Connecticut. You take that off. So you was sitting at 350. Now you're sitting at 200 just
Yeah.
to run a load to Connecticut.
Now this the crazy thing is this. I'm looking at the chart right now. Now the chart is saying if you got 52,000 pounds plus 50 between 52,000 and 54,000 pounds, right? Over 80,000 pounds, that's $1. That's $1.75 they charging you per mile. So how you supposed to make money off of that? How you supposed to make money off that, man? Hey, the link, you hit the link right there, man. Come back up, man. So how you supposed to make money off of that? You can't make no money off of that. So that's why I be trying to tell you young boys that sit up on YouTube and y'all making videos about jumping out there and buying your own truck and getting your own authority. Nah, it ain't that easy, man. It ain't that easy out here just to get your own authority because you shouldn't be paying like $2,000 or $2,300 a month just to maintain your authority. See, this the game they ain't telling y'all. I see people get on Instagram or TikTok. I see them get on YouTube and they say I'm making $10,000 a week, right? Okay, cool. So what they not telling y'all is that if that truck go down in the shop, a sensor run you about $2,000 for it. Depends on where the sensor got to go, right? And hold up 1 second.
Yeah, my fault. I'm new to this YouTube. You know, I ain't you know, I don't do all this. So
Man,
pardon me.
no, it's cool, man. Sure, it's cool, man. Yo, so like I'm saying, now you jump out there. You like if people say they want to get their own authority, right? Now you jump out there and get your own authority. You got about $2,000 a month on insurance. Then you still got the truck note. God forbid if you got a trailer. Now you got a trailer, you still got to pay that. So when that truck go down, the truck and trailer go down, you don't have nothing to move. A lot of people don't understand that when your truck go in the shop, it's not like a car. You can't get a rental.
Talk about it.
You can't get a rental. You can't get a rental tractor and a rental trailer. Nah, you be looking for your homeboy to come and save your ass to finish the road for you so you don't lose that with the customer. See, that's what a lot of people don't talk about. So can you imagine now they telling you to go to Connecticut and you don't have the proper paperwork? Because once that load is dead, somebody be trying to sell it to you, man.
Man, if you look at the market now, from 4 or 5 months ago, trucks are dropping. The price on trucks is coming down all the way down. I just be looking at them. you don't see trucks up there for 60, 80, 90,000, 100,000. Trucks now is like what, 28,000, 40,000. They're coming back down to what they was before pre-COVID or whatnot, 2 years ago, or whatever what we went through. But just my personal opinion, for someone trying to get their authority right now, it ain't worth it. Like if you a company man making a decent pay, stay with a company, at
Or
least right now.
or if you buy a truck, try to lease on to a company first and understand what you're doing. Understand the rates, the miles, the fuel, how things are moving, and then you go ahead and get it. But try to lease onto a company if you do get your own truck. That'll save you a lot of headache, man. It'll
That is
save you a
true.
lot of headache
That
because
I agree.
there's a lot of people ain't ready for that because you run around with your own authority. Say if you put another driver on, you can't pay that driver or you can't maintain to keep a driver if you're not making no money your damn self.
Yeah.
Because you turn around and you get a driver and you tell that driver come Friday, yo, I know I say I'm gonna guarantee you 2,000 a week, but I gotta give you 800. He might suck it up the first time. It's okay, cool. I take that 12 with that 2 grand next week and turn around. That money don't come. It happens a lot, bro.
Yeah. And you're not lying about that because I got a homie right now. He's working with one of his homies. His homie owned a business and he just driving for him, but his homie give him 30% off the loads. After the fuel and all of that, he still give him 30%. But now the homie that owned the business is telling my homie like, yo, I might have to park this because I'm not making no money.
Yeah.
And he's not, because I'm like, yo, like, and my homie, he run. Like, I'm talking about he run. He don't mind being out there for a week or two. But I'm telling him, like, yo, bro, like, you can get a, what's the name? Like, you can get a company job and pay more than what you making right now running. And you away from home all the time. Like, it's not worth it.
Nah, it ain't worth it. I heard a girl on TikTok saying they had a load coming out of Connecticut going to Indiana for 1,200. There's no way, bro. There's no way. A flatbed load coming out of Connecticut going to Indiana for 1,200. It's gonna cost her every bit of right the way fuel is now. 1,200. That's 1,200 in fuel.
Man, listen, I seen loads coming from the East Coast going to Cali, from Jersey to Cali for 2,500,
Mm.
3,000. That's like 2,600 miles, 2,700 miles. Who is taking this?
Man, and I thought I was getting beat a couple years ago. I was running shit about 12 years ago. I was running Jersey to Washington State for 9,700, and I thought I was getting ripped off.
Yeah, and back then fuel probably wasn't $5, $6 a gallon.
Nah. Fuel was like two and some change, man. You could fill up. You could fill up in Jersey less than $800 and run that fuel all the way out to Indiana and fill up again and run it all the way through Chicago, man. That's when fuel was cheaper. Now then things done changed, man. The fuel done went up, but the money going down. That's what I'm saying. A shutdown in Connecticut, it won't work, bro. See, shutdown's not gonna work. You have to force their hand. And shutting down ain't gonna work because it's easy for them to put on a driver with a bad license. See what I'm saying? You got drivers out there with bad license that can't pass a DOT physical, but it's quick to put a driver in a truck. The guy that hit my truck in Port North, he was a mechanic. A mechanic, bro. See how easy that was, man? You could put a mechanic in the truck to do a run. He don't give a damn because you know why? He not signed on to the company. As long as he know he can make about $700, he gonna take the run. And that's what's going on now, man. That's what's going on now. Everybody lose their mind just running for free. And that hurts somebody like me and you because I'm not gonna take it for free, but they're running for free though.
Yeah. And not only that, bro, another thing too, like what I'll be having an issue with is like when COVID hit, Everybody and their mama jumped on YouTube. You could make 30, 40,000 a month running and this, that, and the third. And everybody and their mama jumped out and bought trucks, jumped in the industry. That was the modern day gold rush. The trucking industry was the modern day gold rush. And I'm not mad at nobody hustle or nobody getting it. But what I am mad at is, like, you got 30 years experience. I got 17 years experience. This is our livelihood. This is how we feed our families, take care of our lives. Like, we've been in this every day. At least I know I have, and I'm pretty sure you have for the last 30 years. I've been in it every day for the last 17 years. And now it's like our industry is just the laughing stock. Like, nobody respects us because every time you turn around, you got trailers and stuff flipped over. People don't understand the rules and regulations to the road. There's no driver consideration out here. Anybody just think they could just be a truck driver, especially when they made it automatics. Now you ain't got to shift gears. All you got to do is just sit there and hold the steering wheel. And from what I understand, Maryland, they didn't took out the alley dock, the parallel parking. They took all that out of their road test. All you got to do now to get a license in Maryland is just do the straight line back. Like, so you can get a CDL Class A license, and all you got to do is a straight line, and the rest of pre-trip and the air brakes. But what's a straight line? When have you ever went anywhere to get into a dock and all you had to do was straight line back?
You can't, because most 90% of places you go is dirt or just a regular pavement. So you got to make your own lines up in your head by following the back wheels of the trailer. You can't even back straight up on that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, they making it like it's like truck driving is just so simple. Like, no, like, this is dangerous. Like, you putting your life and millions of people's lives on a road that you come in contact with every day. You putting their lives at jeopardy. Why? Because you don't know what you're doing, or you don't have the experience, or you wasn't taught the right way. Because we both know what they teach you in school is not what you're gonna learn. You're not gonna use none of those techniques that they taught you in school on the real road, on the road.
You're not, man. You're not. See, most of the time you go to school, everything is preset for you. The brakes are preset, the load is preset, the weight is preset, the seat is preset. Everything is done for you. When you get out down that road, you're driving an $80,000 vehicle. You might be a big guy or a small guy. That driver's seat done been beat up and used from a bunch of drivers sitting in it. That driver's seat would mess your spine up. That driver's seat be lifted up in the front, would have your legs hanging and pulling hamstrings, and you can't even hit the gas pedal. Now, with that seat being beat up, now you're trying to reach the pedals. Your brakes are out of whack. The steering wheel got play. See, most of the time people think because I'm going to put you in a brand new truck. Most of them brand new trucks is very under maintenance. They look good, but the maintenance is poor quality. So now you get on that road and you go swinging around that turn, and you thinking that because the school taught you that, and that shit start leaning, ain't no coming back from that.
You ain't
That's
lying.
why you got a lot of these people that get these CDLs now, old and young. Because I done seen people in their 60s getting their CDLs now.
Yeah, they second career, third career.
Yeah.
They tired of being at home. They just, oh, well, trucking is easy. I go to school, or I'm on unemployment. Unemployment gonna pay for me to go to a CDL school to get my CDL. And I already done seen all of the ads on YouTube and all of these recruiters then came to the school and told you you're gonna make $2,500 a week, $2,000 a week. Yeah, but they ain't telling you. There's a lot that they ain't telling you. When you come out of school, you's not making no $2,000. You lucky if you make $500 to $600 a week. You lucky if you make that, because you got to pay for that. You got to pay for that school, and they're gonna pay for your on duty training. Like, you gonna pay.
And them schools done went up. I'm on back in the day, it was like $2,500. Now they up to about 10, 15 grand, 20
Well,
grand.
bro, that's what I paid when I went to school. 2,500.
Yeah.
I paid 2,500, and I think I was making 17 cents a mile when I was out there. I was lucky if I brought home 400 every 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's like these big companies right now, Swift and all of them. Oh yeah, they put you in the truck, but you leave Swift, you got a bill, you got a tuition bill. One and all of them give you a bill at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, and back in the day, when you leave school, like once you went to school and you got your license, you was good. Like you ain't pay them, no harm, no foul. But now you leave the school and you leave that training program and you don't pay them, you don't have a CDL no more because they put a stamp on your CDL where you can't even go get another job until you pay them
Uh-huh.
their money.
Yo, Al, what up, bro?
What's going on, man?
Yes, sir.
It took me a second to get in here. I done forgot what the hell I wanted to say. Oh man. But yeah, the trucking industry is a little tainted right now. A lot of people jumping in it. But if you know how to move around with it, I still think you can make, a little bit of bread with it.
Now see, like he was saying before. Now before COVID, right?
Mm-hmm.
Amazon came through, power only. Now you know Amazon flooded the industry and then turned around and screwed a lot of them. They had it where as though I knew guys who didn't even have a CDL was buying 3 to 4 trucks,
Yeah. My
5
boy
trucks
did that.
on the road, running them on the road. Amazon turned around and said, "No, we got our own trucks now.
Mm-hmm.
Now we don't need 5 trucks. We need 1 or 2. Now you're down to 1. Now you got 4 trucks that's sitting. You ain't got nowhere to put them." Amazon had it where as though if you break down, they don't send a tow truck.
It's on you.
They're gonna come get that trailer and make sure that thing move and leave you sitting on the shoulder. So now you got a bunch of people run up and down the road with power only trucks pulling these Amazon boxes, which ain't paying nothing no more.
Yeah.
Ain't paying a dime. So I want to see that is Amazon exempt running through Connecticut?
Probably so. They get a different kind of tax bracket.
Mm-hmm.
They get all those exemptions and shit. They get, 10, 20 years tax exempt on everything.
What up, Eddie? Welcome to the
What's
channel,
what's
brother.
go, what's going on, JQ?
What up, bro?
Oh man, I don't know it, man. Just made that old long day, man.
Yeah, man. Welcome to the channel, bro.
Yeah, you're right, man.
So what you got to add to this, brother?
Oh man. Uh, hey man, I'm just grateful for the truck driving thing, man. It don't
Yeah,
be easy. It don't be easy, bro. Sometimes. And
yeah.
once you've been doing this for years, and like ourselves, man. I got about 25 years with this here, and
Okay.
hey man, you know how it is, bro. It could be tiresome too, bro. It could be tiresome driving all day, man.
Yeah, I know.
So but it's good though, man. I wake up and I look forward to going get me some loads, bro. I look forward to it, man.
So what state you pulling out of, bro?
I'm Louisiana, man. I'm like about 30 miles from New Orleans, man.
You an operator?
No, I work for a company right now.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he doing all right.
Word.
Yeah,
you not
you
He
know,
got
unlike the rest of
benefits.
us.
You
You
got
not
yeah,
like the
man.
benefits and a uniform.
And then I know it ain't the right time, man, to go try to get no truck right now.
No, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but see, what it is, a lot of younger ones that's coming up now, they not trying to hear that, so they jump out the window and buy these trucks, and when you come, you trying to let them, you trying to, coming from with experience, and you try to let them know, they really don't want to hear that, man.
Right,
They like, oh, the old heads is just trying to keep me from making money. That's not the case, bro.
right.
That's not the case.
Yeah, listen, being an owner operator is not all it cracked up to be. Yeah, you got your freedom, you got your time, but you got it's a 24-hour thing because you got to
Well,
do all of that.
They paying now like you are an owner operator. The rates they paying companies to do these runs in them dry vans is what you pay an owner operator.
That
Yeah,
is true. That is true. Yeah, and they got none of the responsibilities that we got. I mean, like we wear all of the hats. You know, we the safety guy, we the human resource guy, we the finance guy, we the accountant. We wear every hat. We the driver. We wear every hat.
yeah. Now I've been
Oh
out here.
yeah.
I've been out here down there 30 years, man. Back then it was good. Now they got it to the point where they is trying to, when you go for a DOT physical, they trying their best to take you out of a truck, other keeping you in the truck. You know, they checking your vision. I mean, they checking for thyroids. They checking your neck to see how big your neck is, checking how big your back is. They checking your breathing. They making sure they want you to bend over. If you can't, if your knees start cracking, you can't get up fast enough. They're getting to where as though they pulling your DOT card for 6 months to a year. High blood pressure, diabetes, sugar. So that being said, when you on that road, there's nothing out there healthy for you to eat. There's no gym out there. There's no fitness center out there. There's no way where you can go to a truck stop and check your blood pressure. There's nothing out there for a truck driver. So it's all garbage. So they push for you to be very unhealthy to keep running because ain't nothing but a number for them. Because at the end of the day, when you turn that truck off, they're gonna put another body in it. They're gonna put another
Oh,
body
fact.
in that truck, man. So at
Yeah,
the end
it's
of the
gonna
day,
it's
you
gonna
gotta
beat
be
you up,
physically
man.
healthy. Yeah, it'll beat you up mentally, man.
Yeah, it's gonna beat your body up physically too, man. After a
Mhm.
while of doing that, it's gonna beat you up. Cause like you say, Jay, you ain't eating right, bro. You ain't resting right all the time. I look at it sometime. I don't. We had them bad nights right here at home every night. Running local. You might not rest good some nights.
Yeah,
So man, that's a much harder driving there, bro. You constantly behind that wheel we local. We can stop at the store and do what we want to do running local. But it's totally different with that, man. Like I had my experience with it, man, and I don't care for doing it no more because when I was company or whatever, I was like, damn, man, I'm running around 48 states or whatever. You know what I'm saying? For this
yeah,
money here, man, I'm like I could make more than that locally and be home. So it's good for a man to get the experience. Don't get me wrong. It's good to get the experience and come from out there. Because I mean, you can make just as much money here, man, than a company driver running all around like
yeah. I know,
yeah.
man. I've been drove.
Hmm.
Only time I ran the road when I bought the truck. When I bought my
Hmm.
first truck, I ran the road back and forth to Washington State, paid the truck off. Even when I was out running the road, I seen good money, but I spent
Hmm.
more. But being home every night, I make more.
Hmm.
But as an owner operator, I ain't gonna lie, you're gonna put out more sometimes. Sometimes you can see a
Hmm.
check for 5 grand, and that check going that same week.
Talk
Sometimes you can
about it.
see a check for 10 grand,
Hmm.
and that 10
Hmm.
grand going Friday. So now you
Hmm.
gotta because of everything went up with the shop stone went up. Let's say like right now, back in the day to get a motor, if you blow the top motor, you gotta get injectors and all that. You take out the top motor, that was like 8,500. The bottom end of the motor was like 65. Now that 8 done went up to 15, 16. Now
Right.
the end frame to swap the motor used to be 20. It's something about 30 now.
Yep.
Hmm.
So that's 30
Hmm.
grand, which you don't even have. And then if you don't have a warranty or you don't have a
Hmm.
good mechanic, you know who gonna get that
Hmm.
truck? Your mechanic. So
Yeah. Yeah.
see, that's what they're not talking about as an owner operator. If you run around
Hmm.
here and get a tag with a mechanic, and that mechanic, oh, he'll get you win like a salesman. But if he ain't true to his word, you keep going back for everything. Like I always say, don't take an engine job to a tire man. Don't take a transmission job to an AC man.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Because what's going to happen is you're going to get a tab. He said
Yeah.
he do everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know it. That he gonna be using that truck to get his loads, and you out of work, man. It happens all
That's
the
right.
time. You lose your
That's
truck
right.
to the shop,
Yep. Yeah.
but people don't want to talk about it, man. It's just real out there like that as an owner
Yeah.
operator, And the money, like I said, the money good, but it's really not that good because we don't have benefits. We have
Mm-hmm.
to pay for that. We don't have work clothes. We wear our regular clothes all the time. I had to go buy Dickies and everything, man, because at the end of the
Right.
day, you start wearing that shit out.
Mm-hmm.
So it wears and tears on the body, man. You 25 years. Man, I got bigger elbows, kneecaps, hamstrings. Sometimes when I go give it gas, the toes cramp up. That's for years of driving.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Same
You can work
position.
out every day. But when them toes don't want to bend that gas pedal, you got a problem, bro. They numb up on you.
Man, knees, everything. That's why I get out and walk around that truck every chance I
Yeah.
get, bro. And I stop, get out and walk around that truck, bro, because you just can't sit in that truck all day like that, man. And don't get out, move around.
Yeah, it beats you
Man,
up.
yeah.
Don't even talk about the forced dispatch where
Oh,
you don't want to take a load and dispatch is telling you gotta take it. We need this there tomorrow. You gotta get it there. You the only man, or can you do me a favor? Nah, we don't do favors.
see, and when you're a new guy in the game, that force dispatch will have you get a divorce if you married,
Mm-hmm.
tear your relationships down. You ain't seen your kids like that. Cause they say, okay, cool. You live in Louisiana, but we need you to go. We need you to go to Arizona. So you get out to Arizona. You're like, yo, man, I'm trying to get back home. Oh yeah, but while you at it, take that deadhead. Take the deadhead and go snatch that up in Vegas, and then I want you to bring it back this way. So by the time you get out there, man, you get home, man, your whole house be empty, man. And see, that's the facts they don't tell you when you out here driving. It comes with a lot of
Mm-hmm.
shit, man.
Yeah, you're gonna miss a lot of events,
Yeah.
birthdays, holidays, anniversaries. You gonna miss a lot
Yeah.
See,
just
with
trying to
all
provide.
see, with all that being said, this is reason why we need more money given back to the truckers. If you're an owner operator or company driver, the trucking industry right now is very underpaid. We all know that. It's
We all
underpaid.
underpaid, bro.
Very underpaid. Because if it wasn't for us, don't shit move without truck drivers.
That's right.
It don't move without a truck driver. So anytime where I could go down the street at the truck stop and Burger King is hiring for $17.50 an hour, they paying truck drivers that rate. That shit don't make no sense to me.
Right. Right.
Burger King is paying you trucker money.
Shit, you be thinking like, well, what I'm driving the truck for? I ought to just go hold me a construction flag up and say, come on around traffic or something, for
Exactly.
$20.
Like I know, BK wouldn't be a bad job.
Shoot.
Man, listen, Target paying 21. And that's
Ain't that
just
some
stocking
shit?
at night.
That's sad, man. They damn near done caught up with us, bro, with the truck driving pay, bro.
Yeah.
That's sad. And we got a bigger responsibility than anybody, bro.
Anybody.
Exactly. And not only that, the rookies that's coming out of school, they starting them off
Oh,
with $25 an hour.
Yeah,
How
I
you
know.
starting off with $25 an hour? You ain't got no experience whatsoever.
None.
because all of them driving automatic, bro. You put them in the shift, they lost. They can't drive a shift, man. They tell me the schools now, bro, is automatics, bro. All the
Yeah.
schools. They ain't even training them no more with a shift. I'm like, man, y'all crazy. If I pay that kind of money to a school, you gonna train me with a shift.
You see, the backlash is this, right? Yeah, say if you get on with a company with automatic, right? So now you go to another company and they're gonna ask you, can you drive a manual? You're gonna say, nah, I was an automatic for 2 years. Know what they're gonna tell
Mm-hmm.
you? Go back to school and get another year training now. So now you
Cause
stuck.
you ain't
Yeah.
got. They figure you ain't anybody you go get a job with, man. Like even a company like us, and you say, automatic, well, they gonna think like, well, you really don't have no experience at all.
Facts.
That's the way they looking at you, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's all a money scheme, man. Everything is a money scheme and a money scam, man. You know, it's all about money.
Man,
You know.
America is a corporation, man.
Hmm.
Big business. That's all America is big business, man.
That's right. That's right.
Big been they anywhere from down from the prison system making money to privatized prison and trucking.
Yep. That's right.
Because at the end of the day, our truck number ain't nothing but a state number to them. Ain't nothing but a state number. It's a revolving door. That's all it is, man.
Say, bro, believe it or not, bro, I got a partner, bro. He about to start working with us Monday, bro. He done parked. Well, they ain't got no work, bro. He was
Yeah.
Yeah, man,
working
it
with
really ain't no work out there.
he was hauling chemicals, man,
From where?
and he was hauling chemicals, man, and he was working with I can't think of the name of these people, but he left QC because you
Yeah.
know QC don't pay nothing, bro. They'll run you to death, bro.
For quality
They
carrier.
don't, yeah, they don't pay nothing.
I drove for quality carrier for a year and a half.
And he went in the hole, bro, with the first truck, bro. I mean, he went in the hole, man. And he come out of that, bro, and he got with Superior, bro. I don't know if you
Uh-huh.
heard of
Yeah,
Superior.
I know Superior. They
Well,
down here
that's
in Jersey.
man, they ain't got no work down here, bro. This dude been at the house like a month, man, and they just been jacking him around, bro. So he in the phase right now, bro. Like, damn, they got so much dump truck work down here, bro. For the next, you'll probably be dead and gone, bro, because they got to do every street and every sewage and water in the city because
Yeah.
they let the city fall apart in New Orleans, bro. You know them good crooks stole all the money down there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know the story. You know the story on that. You know, putting it in their pocket, all the mayors and everybody went to jail and shit. So that's what's happening with that. But he coming to work with us, man, and he thinking about selling his truck, bro, and getting him a triaxle, bro. Go to work with that, bro.
Yeah.
That's how bad. That's how bad it done got, bro.
yeah,
Man.
Oh, it's definitely bad. Like I've been home, what, going on 3 weeks now. I shut my truck down for the rest of the year. Like I ain't planning on
Mm-hmm.
coming back out until the springtime because
Mm-hmm.
the way the rates is, fuel, the winter, I'm not. My experience teach me enough to know park your truck and sit at home and chill with your family. It ain't worth going out here risking everything, risking your life for pennies on the dollar. Like
yeah,
it's not worth it to me. Well, you doing
Yeah.
2,500 miles, 26, 2,700 miles a week to bring home after all your bills and everything to bring home 600, 700. That's not no money.
That
No,
ain't
man.
enough, man. That ain't enough. You know. So,
See,
but
now a lot of people talk about shutdowns and strikes, right? You gotta force the hand of big corporation. You gotta force the hand. Because shutting down, they waiting for that. If you force these states to come get their freight, they ain't gonna have no other choice but give you what you're looking for. So
right.
other than sitting there saying, a lot of guys would say, well, like you said, I'm gonna go from New Jersey to Connecticut for 400. Now, if living up here, the tolls is high as hell up here.
Yeah,
You spend 200 in tolls, you spend down at 250 just trying to get to Connecticut
man.
Facts.
off a $400 run. Now, if you throw the diesel in that, you done did that run for like $75. Then you still
Mm-hmm.
gotta eat, so you did it for free.
But see, a lot of people don't know that because they don't know the numbers. They're not
Mm-hmm.
calculating that. They just they
Right.
just see the money, and then a lot of these people that's taking these loads, the $500 to them is a lot of money. They wasn't bringing home that kind of money home in a day. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So to them, that's a lot of money. But they not. And a lot of them too. They got partners that could fix their truck. They steal parts off another truck to put on their truck to keep it running. You know what I mean? So they not calculating all of the numbers, the fuel, the breakdown. Like you said, insurance is $2,000 a month. Half these people got high truck notes. They paying. I know
Yeah,
people
man.
paying upwards of $3,000, almost $4,000 a month on a
Yeah,
truck note.
Man,
You know
that's
what I
that's
too
mean?
crazy.
early.
Start complaining, turn the system around, create your own business, turn the system around, cause they be last
Like
minute.
also too, you know what I mean. You got the low boards. Low boards is $90 a month. Then you got, if you got a cell phone bill for the business, that you got to pay that a month. Then if here in Jersey, we all know ain't no parking. You got to pay for parking for a parking
Mm-hmm.
spot to park the rig. You know what I mean? What else, Bill? It's a whole. If you got an extended warranty on the truck, if you ain't pay that up front, you paying that monthly. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of bills that's associated with just running. It ain't just truck note and insurance and fuel. It's a whole lot of other little knick-knack bills that add up. Oh, let's not forget about your ELD. Depending on what your ELD, I pay $50 a month for ELD for service. You know what I mean? Like everybody got their hand on.
Hey, I want y'all to read this comment Andrew put up here, right? Now read the comment right there. Now the thing is, it ain't nobody complaining, brother. Nobody complaining. You said start your own business, turn the system around. Well, first of all, the system is rigged to even turn around. It's rigged and corrupt. You got so many hands in the trucking industry, from politicians to the judges to the police, everybody. So even if you was to get out there, it's okay, I'm gonna change the business around. I'm gonna work the system. Well, how you gonna do that when the system is already rigged, bro? When the system
It's
is rigged
hard.
to get you, they only give you enough miles to make some money. That's it.
Yeah.
So it's not about complaining, it's about talking about it. So if you can't
Right.
talk
Right.
about it and release it and sit back, then you might have some idiots out there running around shooting up truck drivers or just going crazy and shit right now. Nah, you can talk about it, man. It's worth
That's
talking about.
right.
But when
Yeah.
he's saying stop complaining, create your own business, you talking to, it's four people. Well, now it's three people on this
Mm-hmm.
live. It was four. Three out of the four got their own businesses. So what is he
Exactly.
talking about?
Exactly.
We didn't created the business. So
Mm-hmm.
we're not complaining. We just giving insight on what we go through on a day-to-day basis. I'm not sure
Exactly.
if that person is a truck driver or if they just watching it or they're a company driver.
Mm-hmm.
But how about you? If you're not an owner operator, you step into this owner operator field and see if you can handle it.
Hmm.
Because it ain't as easy as you thinking it is. Where you just buy a truck and you just start running. Nah, it ain't that easy.
Nah,
Try
it ain't.
paying $2,000 for ARP plates,
Uh-huh.
1,700 a year for plates and registration. You know what I mean? 2290, UCR, IFTA, BCO3, drug and alcohol consortium. You come keep up with all of those tasks that got to be dealt with. Hut sticker, Kentucky permit, Mexico
Exactly.
permit, New Mexico, and what else? And I think Oregon permit. You try to keep up with all of those, and every 3 months you got to calculate all your miles for your EFTA and how much you got to pay them every 3 months, and then you see, then you come talk to us. At least that's the way I feel about it. Like anybody can sit on the internet and just listen at us and think that we're complaining. Not once you ain't hear me complain. I confidently said I'm shutting my truck down by choice. It's not because
Mm-hmm.
I'm on strike or none of that. It's just I know my value. I know my worth. For
That's right.
17 years experience, I'm not going out here running for pennies on the dollar. Because once you get in one fender bender, you can lose your shirt off your back. You can lose everything you worked so hard for. Why?
Exactly.
Because you chasing pennies on the dollar. I'm not. I refuse to do that.
And see that's another thing too, where you got big corporations or small businesses, they got lawyers to protect them.
That's right.
Now they try to make it where as though if you get into a wreck, they try to come after the driver, not the company, and drain you for everything you got. See, that's another thing too. A lot of these people that get in these trucks don't think about at the time you get out there running. You out there running, and to a lot of you younger drivers, y'all here, I want y'all to hear me clear. Smoking weed while you in the truck, and you get into an accident, you going to jail, bro.
Hmm.
That's what a lot of you younger drivers out there thinking that. because weed is legal, a medical marijuana in your state is legal. That does not give you the right to sit out there and smoke. I seen a driver earlier that shot
Mhm.
past for 95. He's with another driver, two young kids. They're
Mm.
smoking weed in the truck. That don't give you the right to do that. So we get into a wreck. I know a friend of mine's. He got into it. I'm not gonna say his name because he was coming out 78. This was years ago. He had just got his CDL license, no experience, driving a dump truck. Was coming out 78 and tried to merge going towards Newark Airport. Laid it on the ground, broke his shoulder. They gave him they sent him to get a DOT test. He was under the influence, lost his license, and did 6 months.
Mm.
He ain't never been in a truck since then. And now you're talking about down there 15 years later. It happens.
Yeah, it do, man. It do, man. You know.
Back in the day, now you know, bro, you did 25 years. Back in the day, dudes was running around taking no dose. Brothers was taking, staying up. Hey,
That's
man,
right.
17, 20 hours driving straight through state to state.
Yeah.
Can't do
Yeah.
that now. Can't do that now. Because
Can't
now
do it,
you're
man.
vehicular homicide.
Right, right.
So when you get out there in your state and all you see up on the billboards, what you see? Lawyers, 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 truck accidents. They sitting out there waiting for you.
It's all the money racket, man. It's all the
Yeah.
money
The
game.
truck industry, man, is big money for everybody else, but the driver's not getting the money.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else getting it but us. We not getting extra money for that, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Real talk.
I can sit up there and say, a company driver should be making $40 an hour.
Mm-hmm. Right.
With the
Right.
experience,
Yeah.
with the correct
Mm-hmm.
experience underneath your belt. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like you just
Mm-hmm.
said, like the two young dudes that's out there smoking weed, driving, they don't. Once again, a lot of these kids and newbies that's jumping in. And don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on nobody new that started because we all started at that position. We all was a newbie
Hashtag
at
New
one,
Jersey, 100%. Mm-hmm.
but we all. The difference I would say between us and them is we listen. These young
Mm-hmm.
kids, you can't tell them nothing. They think they know everything. When
Right.
since social media and all of this, they think they can just learn everything through social media and not understanding that majority of this social media, these people are selling you lies. They lying to you to sell you something, to sell you a course, so you can sign up underneath them. They selling you something. They're not giving you all of the game. Back then, you had old timers that
What's going on?
that they grandfather you in. They teach you the ropes. They teach you the
That's right.
do's and the don'ts. You know what I mean? How to use a jag brake. You know what I
Yep.
mean? How to merge onto a highway. How to conduct yourself. These young kids now, it's just a phase for them. They think is a get
Yeah.
rich quick scheme. Or I could jump in. I get my CDLs. I could jump in the game, make $100,000 a year, and I'm good. They not respecting this. They're
No,
not
they
respecting
not,
the
man.
craft.
They got some they real wild out here, bro. Some of these container drivers down here where we at. I'm talking about they ripping and running, bro, for these rates, bro. They working, bro, and it ain't even work that type of ripping and running, bro. You gonna run over somebody and kill somebody, bro.
28 days in a month. If you get one good load a month, pay $100 for the load board. So you gotta understand what I'm saying, man. $100 for the load board to get a
Hmm.
good rate. Let me tell you something about a load board, bro. I don't know. See, Andrew, I don't know if you're a truck driver, man.
It can't
I
be
don't know if you can't
talking
be a
like
truck
that.
driver, man. You cannot be a truck driver talking like this, man.
Hmm.
Bro, you ain't a truck driver, bro. You can't be a truck driver talking like this, man. Come on, bro. You can't make ain't no working a load board. What are you talking about, bro? I
Hmm.
don't know if you. I don't know what part of the country you're, but if you up here in New Jersey, where the cost of living is
Yeah.
high as shit, a
Hmm.
one bedroom in New Jersey will cost you 1700 a month, and that's in
That's
the
what
hood, bro.
that's what I heard, man.
That's in the hood.
Good Lord, man.
Right now, you got one. Right now, you got bedrooms sitting down in North New Jersey in the middle of the hood. Down there, like I was living in the Colonnades. At that time, the Colonnades in the hood by Brancho Park, I was paying $1,100 a month. Now the colonnade's up to $1,900 a month. A studio is $1,400.
Talk about it.
What
Talk
you
That's
talking about?
about
I
it.
high.
don't know. Hey, Andrew, bro. Hey, I don't know where you're from, man, but right now, man, I don't think you're a truck driver, man, because right now, nah, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. You can't be a truck driver talking like that, man. I'm gonna keep it right here. Hashtag New Jersey. I keep it right there, man, because I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Nah,
Mm.
try to get one good load board, get one good load off the load board a month. So you trying to get one good load off the load board a month. You know how many other people was on that same load board?
Yeah, exactly, man.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
not even. I'm speaking from experience. I was doing a run from Jersey to Maryland for $950. $950.
Man,
Do you know a week later they dropped the rate from 950 to 450,
nah.
and
And
they
you know the
still got people taking it.
yeah, and then you know the tolls. You got New Jersey toll. Then you got Delaware got 3 tolls.
Fact.
Maryland got 2 tolls. So you got 5 toll booths to pay.
Mhm.
And depending on where you go in New Jersey, if you coming out of North, what's that toll like? 30, 20 something dollars, about $30 now, right?
Uh, to run the whole pipe.
Yeah, run the whole pipe
Yeah,
from North.
you're looking at about $32 to run that whole pipe.
Mm.
So by the time you get down there, you spend down there $100 on tolls, man.
Oh, you're gonna spend 150 because you got it's
Yeah.
$48 at the Delaware Memorial Bridge. Then you got the tunnel when you come through
Uh-huh.
Maryland. You got the
Yep.
toll at the tunnel. So it ain't just one good load and it pays your run, it pays your bills for the month. Nah, it don't work like that. Like
Mm.
that
Because
$100 a month, they're not giving you nothing more than what everybody else in the industry is looking at. They're looking at the same loads.
Mhm.
see the thing is this. What he don't know, they not paying you the money to go to Midwest no more. There ain't no money out there. So now you got to try to get work for every day. It ain't one good month. It's every day.
Talk
You got to
about it.
keep those. If those wheels ain't spinning, you ain't eating.
You ain't making no money.
Man, listen. And then fuel. My
Yeah.
That's the
last
other thing.
run 2.5 weeks ago, spent $3,200 in fuel in 6 days.
Yeah.
3,200.
Yeah.
Right now, the fuel in Port Newark right now is $6.19 a gallon. You go up the street, you go 20 minutes from where I live at in New Milford, Pennsylvania. The fuel up there is $6.52 a gallon.
Hmm.
So I don't know how
Yeah.
much the fuel is down in Louisiana, but the fuel up here is high as shit. And up
Yeah.
here, we have fuel refineries.
I think we're about $4.99. Some
Shh,
places like 5.
look at that.
Man, the cheapest fuel I seen today, bro, was $3.99.
Look at that. I wish
I
it
was
was up
like,
here like that.
word.
Word.
Yeah.
399. Oh, and like you said, we talk about fuel.
That
Don't
was
talk
the
about the
cheapest, bro.
like and like we just talk about the tolls. Don't
Yeah.
have an
Mm-hmm.
easy pass. Because if you got easy pass, they depending on what you started the easy pass with, they replenish it depending on how much you run.
Mm-hmm.
So my last month of running, they took out 450, 450, 450. That's what? That's 900. Ran that up, did a run down to North Carolina, no, Virginia. I did a run to Virginia from Pennsylvania to Virginia, back to Jersey, ran around Virginia, then went back to Pennsylvania. They wound up taking out another $750 on my Easy Pass. And they don't tell
Oh,
you when they taking it, they just take it.
No,
So
they
you
don't.
you 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 think about 2 weeks, 900 plus another 750, that's 1650 just in tolls for Easy Pass.
man, that's a lot of money.
Talk
That's
about
a
it.
lot of money.
You know what I mean? And that's and listen, just to run it from Jersey to run. I was doing a run from Jersey to Brooklyn. Jersey to Brooklyn. That's listen, it's literally 20, no, it's literally 32 miles
Mhm.
from my house to the stop. 32 miles. And the tolls is 250 to go and come one way. And I was doing that on the weekends. So you think about it, that's $500 just in tolls in 2 days. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, $500 in tolls in 2 days. Just do 2 runs.
Yeah, they got their hand in your pocket, bro. Most definitely.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? So Andrew, bro, listen, you talking to people that's speaking the real. We're not giving you the fluff of what you see on this internet. Like we giving you the real deal. Everybody ain't giving you that. Everybody ain't they showing you the glitz and glam. Like, yeah, you know, we made this amount of money. We just went and bought a Mercedes Benz, and we popping bottles in the club with all of the ladies, and we on vacation. But they not telling you the real expenses behind this. Yeah, you can make that money. I'm not saying you can't make money. You can make money, but just as fast as you make it, as fast
Gone.
as it go out. We're not even going to talk about the maintenance.
Oh yeah, I'm a truck driver getting the fuck over here, Super Eagle. What? Do it to the next level. Hey man, let me tell you something. Yo, you're a truck driver. That's cool, man. That's why I'm gonna leave you in here, man. So I'm gonna leave you in there, man. Yeah, I could tell, hey man, if you're gonna go back and forth, we can take all that, man. So you can stay right in here with us, man. But yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
he said he worked for Super Ego.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
See you over there, Super Eagle.
You over there at Super? Everybody over there leaving Super Ego.
What is
Everybody
Super Eagle?
leaving.
What company is that?
That's the name of the company. Super Ego is a, if I'm not mistaken, is either a Russian or Korean company.
Yeah.
Everybody leaving them. You could go on YouTube and just type in Super Ego. You'll see everybody talking about how they left Super Ego, how they put you on the truck, no money down, 2023 trucks with $5,000 down. They dispatch you out to places where you can't get loads or you sit, and then once they run the shit out of you, they make you falsify. They falsify and this is allegedly. I don't know this
Yeah.
because I ain't never worked for them, but allegedly they falsify logs to keep you running. Bro, how long you? I need to know how long you've been running for Super Ego, or if you just started, and how many years you got experience in this trucking industry.
It, they based out of Bernardino County, California, right?
I think so. Either
Mm-hmm.
California or Chicago.
Yeah, this one based out of California.
You've seen these trucks. They got big yellow. I mean, big blue, sky blue. They got Super Ego written all across the whole trailer. Super Ego. They stamp their logo everywhere.
Yeah,
Their logo is everywhere.
I'm reading some of the credits on. I'm reading some of the stuff on here. It said this trucking company take advantage of their drivers.
Everybody said that.
Nah, ain't nobody staying. That ain't good.
No.
That ain't good.
No,
That go to make me wondering about, certain outfits, man, right there,
nobody ain't staying with Super Ego. Everybody kicked Super Ego back in. I just need to know how long this guy Andrew been driving, how long he been in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
Because talking the way you talk, you gonna learn real fast out here. You gonna learn real fast that it ain't all glitz and glam out here. And that's just my personal opinion. Like I said, everybody make it seem sweet. And don't get me wrong, it is. It's at one point in time, it was an honorable profession. You know what I mean? Like we
Yeah.
got respect. People understood, like, yo, like, you know what I mean? Like as a trucker, you backing into a store, it's traffic coming both ways. People will stop their cars to let you back in because they know you got their groceries on the back. They know you about to fill the store up with groceries. Now everybody want to whiz through you. They honking, they beeping their horn at you. You in their way, you inconveniencing them. Nobody want to stop. None of that.
It's crazy,
You know what I
bro.
mean?
It's crazy, bro. It's a job to deal with every day, bro.
Bro.
They see some signals come on. Look, you look in your mirror, they hitting the gas pedal to keep you from getting over. Now, what kind of stuff is that, man? That's crazy,
Man,
bro. But this is what you got to deal with every day, man. You know, you can,
man,
you
you know
know,
they lying.
They don't even use signals
You
in New
ain't lying.
Orleans, man. I'm telling you, when I'm down, they don't even use signals, bro. And I don't need a lot of time in the truck, bro, because as soon as they see that signal, bro, they hitting the gas pedal and they running up behind the trailer like they crazy, bro. And if you had to hit brakes, they gonna run in the back of you because they so
Yep.
close up on you, running up on you like. I'm like, dude, this is wild. This is wild. I ain't never seen it like that before, bro. They just got crazy like this here recently, man. Everybody impatient, bro, and ain't going nowhere, bro. And wrecks every day, bro. Wrecks every day.
Man, you ain't lying. Flipped over, turned over in the ditch, going around the corner too fast, playing on playing on their cell phone.
It's
One
wild,
leg,
bro.
one leg, they got their left leg sitting on the window, hanging out the window, like they chilling at
Yeah.
home on the couch somewhere. Man. Oh, another thing too, and this is just my personal opinion, where we getting a lot of flack as truck drivers, where they taking a lot, where the industry is going to the left, because now everybody want to be a YouTube creator. So everybody want to put cameras in their trucks and be
Mm-hmm.
recording while they driving, not paying attention to the world because you're so focused on trying to make content for YouTube. You ain't paying attention to what you're doing.
Right.
And that's
Right.
majority of these
See,
new drivers.
see, the
Hmm.
guy with Andrew, he runs the road with Super. He got to run the road over there. He's a
Hmm.
company driver, but he's running the road unless he's doing a lease purchase. And that with a lease purchase too, I don't agree with that. I never agree with a lease purchase. Whereas though
Hmm.
you put a lot of money into this truck, and now you stuck with under force dispatching all the time. Now, once you leave that truck, they take all the money put in that truck, and now they keep it. So you don't take the truck with you. Most of the time, you get a balloon payment, and at the end of, say, like your contract is up and you owe $5,000. So sometimes they find a way to get you out of that truck, keep the truck. Now you don't lose.
Yeah, and
Oh,
throw
big
another
time.
body in it.
They do another
And,
body in it. So now, say if you get a 2022, come 2025, they don't already had 3 drivers in that truck already.
but think about how
Hmm.
much money they done made off those three drivers in
Yeah,
those 3 years.
yeah. So on that 3 drivers in 3 years, shit, with the money done made, they could have bought 4 damn trucks with the money done made off the drivers. Because back
Exactly.
in the day, a lease purchase used to be like 250 to 350 a week out your check. Now they taking out
Hmm.
$800 to $900.
A lot of money,
Yep.
man.
So now the money you could have just paid to get 1 truck, they charging you for 2 trucks.
And that balloon payment gonna be like 30,000 at the end.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it used to be cheap. So now they say like you own 30,000 now you got to refinance with the dispatcher.
Hmm.
Now the dispatcher got their hand in your pocket, man. So now you saving him off money.
Hmm.
And not only that,
On the
if they
enterprise, yeah, they good company.
if you don't take the load that the dispatcher, now mind you, you a lease purchase, you paying weekly on this truck. If you don't do what the dispatcher want, now that goes all your good loads. Because you don't
Yeah,
want to do him one favor and he getting his feelings or her feelings and their emotions. Now, oh, well, you ain't want to take this load from me? All right, I'm gonna make you pay for the next 2 weeks. Next 3 weeks, I'm gonna give you the most crappiest load. Or I ain't gonna work you. But at the end of the week,
Hmm.
you still gotta pay that truck note.
yeah. And the thing is, it's coming out your pay.
Exactly.
That 900 coming out, man. That 900. And see the thing too, they don't tell them about, man. Yeah, they're trying to make some money. They give you that Comdata card or that EMF card,
Hmm.
that EFS card. So every time you take that money, that cash advance, it comes out your pocket. So if
Yes,
you run
indeed.
around taking 700, 750 a week, that on top of the 900 they're taking out for that truck. Now, when you get your check, you would either in the negative or you come home with $200.
Boy.
It happens
Yo,
out there.
You
and
don't
don't
have some
talk about the
problems. There.
they talk about the escrow that they want that they taking out, that you
Oh,
gotta put money in the escrow for maintenance of anything else happens to
let
the
me tell
truck.
you something, man, and let you leave. You quit that job, they keeping that escrow. The escrow their money. So if you
Yep.
got $6,000 in the escrow, they keeping that, bro. They keeping that escrow. You don't get that back. You be sitting there talking about, yo, I'm getting that escrow back. Watch this. I'm gonna get it back. When you leave, they gonna say you owe them.
Yep.
I know how the escrow work, man. They keep that.
Boy, they some cold soldiers, bro.
Oh man, and you talking about that? What a $20,000 sign on boats? You when COVID came, let me tell you what they was doing. Right, I'm gonna take it back a little bit. Then I'm gonna come back forward. Right before COVID, they had a senator in New Jersey, Sweeney. Right. So right before COVID, what he was trying to do was get rid of all of the owner operators in the state of New Jersey. They tried to get rid of all of us. They try to change the company. I'm pulling loads. I'm pulling containers. So they try to change us from container haulers to dunnage drivers. So they was trying to get rid of all the owner operators in the state of New Jersey. It almost went through. But when COVID came, all of a sudden now the bill dropped. The bill fell. Because they needed us in those ports to pull them loads out. So now they said, nah, leave them alone. Now, since it's done, now it's right back on the table. So what it is, a lot of owner operators that's in the port are scrambling right now. They're scrambling right now because now you ain't never see a JB Hunt. Now you got JB Hunt in the port. You got Warren in the port. You got Amazon in the port. You got Prime in the port. You got hella Canadian drivers coming out of Canada running to American stevedore. Right now, they flooding the ports right now.
Yeah.
So what the ports was doing was they had what they call, I don't know if they did in Louisiana, they had what they call a reimbursement program. So the thing was, if you had an old truck, take the truck to Arrow Truck Sales. Now, Arrow Truck Sales only gave you, see, a lot of people don't know when you buy a used truck for 50 grand for Arrow Truck Sale, you only get a 30-day warranty. So if you buy a truck with 50,000, you get a 30-day warranty. So the port said, take that old truck to Arrow Truck Sales. If you could tow it there, tow it there. So the port gave you $25,000 to put on any truck you want. But
they had the program here, J. Quill. They had the program here doing that, but I don't think they doing it. I don't think they doing it right now though. Or they had kind of shut it down for a while.
Yeah,
but
they
I don't
did
know
it up here.
Yeah, because I know a few dudes got them a truck, man, got them another truck. And I'm talking about some nice trucks too, man.
Nah, but see, up here, they was slick with it though.
Okay.
Now, they shut the program down, but the thing is up here is this. You went to the reimbursement program, the only trucks you would get was the Volvos with the Volvo motor and a Freightliner. That's the only trucks you can get. You couldn't get a Pete. You couldn't get a KW. You couldn't even get a Mac. You couldn't even get an International. So they kept you with a Volvo or a Freightliner, right?
Yeah.
So now the deal was you had to pull 150 containers a year. Under the port program, you can't take that truck nowhere else. You can't haul for nobody. You can't pull for nobody. It has to stay in the port. And as long as you paying that payment, you got to pull 150 containers a year. You come short of that, the port talking about coming for the truck.
Damn, they playing it rough.
So now the only place you can go was Arrow Truck Sales, and they give you a 30-day warranty. So when say like if you have a problem with a sensor and the sensor is $1,600, you can't go to the port. You go to Arrow Truck Sales. Arrow Truck Sales gonna tell you go to the shop. You go to the shop. They not paying for it because now if the port ain't gonna reimburse you the money back, their job was to sell you the truck. You on your own after that, man. They robbed a lot of truck drivers with that, bro.
Yes,
so
indeed.
The reason why they did it was to get the older trucks out of the piers. So when everybody went and bought a truck, my truck that was a 99 was grandfathered in because they gave us dunnage stickers. So they said, well, the guy's truck that's grandfathered in can stay. Now you a fool because you went and got that. You went and got another truck, $70,000, and you got me running around here still with those same old truck. Man, a lot of drivers was pissed because now your truck ended up overseas.
Right.
We're on the boat, went overseas. You ain't got it no more. They got away with that, man. Now they shut the program down, but what the port's doing now, like since it's 2000, it's gonna be 24, 23. So now they might put my truck out the port because it's a 99, but it's still grandfathered in. But they might kick
Okay.
me out the port this year. Say, no, you can't have the old truck in the port no more.
Mm-hmm.
But then they're gonna do me a favor. Because I can still pull containers and go to the holding yard. But that's what they're
Right.
gonna do. They've been kicking us out lately, man.
Okay then.
Yeah,
They playing that game now with the year of the truck.
yeah, but they do. They want the
Mm-hmm.
they want the serial. They want they want something of the year of the motor. It's something like the serial number of the motor. Like if the motor was made in 99, like November,
Okay.
and you can bring it in 2000. So right now, I'm still holding on right now. So
Mm-hmm.
if they say, well, the 99s, like how they do it, we got a IFRD tag. So we got a tag on the mirror. So if I come
Mm-hmm.
through and they scan that tag and say, well, the tag not matching up, and I go to the trouble window, they can say, well, that truck don't belong in the port no more.
Mm. Man, I tell you, man. It's
Because
always something to get you into that money, bro.
because the ports is saying we want clean air, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you got yard switches and got black smoke. You got the machines that pull the containers off the boats, black smoke. You got the cranes
Right.
that's running around pulling. Everybody else ain't got DEFs on the missions, but they saying the
Uh-huh.
truck is killing us. But when you in the port, ain't none of them running around with DEF, man. None of them.
No, they ain't, bro.
But they
What
forcing the
about
truck out.
what about all these chemical plants putting all that smoke up in the air?
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
all of that. But it's a money racket, man. It's a money racket, man. I don't know what they're gonna do, man. It ain't gonna be good, and it ain't good right now. And ain't nobody going about it in trucks, bro, because they too much trouble, man. They too much trouble. Most of them stay in the shop, bro.
Yeah.
You're in the shop more than you working sometimes. So
I'm gonna tell you like
Word.
and sometimes when I had my Freightliner, I was at the yard 7 days a week. Had a truck like
mm-hmm.
years, 7 days a week. Now since I got this KW, the price of the parts are more,
Uh-huh.
but I learned from that truck to give myself a break.
Yeah, yeah,
I learned
yeah.
from the first truck, but this truck too, the price are more. But the thing is, I do 80% of the work myself because if
Mm,
that truck be sitting in KW and KW, man,
mm-hmm.
I'd be out of business right now, bro. If I had to go to
Yeah,
KW every day,
yeah, man.
back hard.
That's right.
Word. Hey, listen, Jay, I appreciate the opportunity for letting me come on.
No problem,
Fellas,
bro.
this was a good conversation. We definitely got to do it again. I got to go have some dinner with the wife. She looking at me like, y'all ready to eat. So I'll talk to y'all fellas later. And like I said, it was a pleasure. Jay, I'm going to
All
holler
right.
at you, dog.
All right, man. I'm about to shut it down because I'd be to work in the morning. I could be on the port by like 4 o'clock, bro.
Oh
All
yeah,
right.
that's what time I get up, Jay.
All right, man.
Every morning, bro.
Man, I
Yeah.
Y'all
appreciate
fellas
y'all.
have a good
Too.
evening.
Yes,
All right, you
sir.
too,
We'll
brother.
get back. We'll get back, big brother.
All right, hey Eddie, man. Anytime, man. Anytime, man. You come up here, bro. I'll let anybody up, man. I don't have no problem with that, bro.
What part of Jersey you in, Jacob?
Nah, I'm down here. I'm in North. Down there in North.
Oh, you in Nook?
Uh-huh.
Nook? Oh, okay then. Yeah. How many miles you run a day, man?
Nah, I'm back and forth to the piers, man. So I'm doing 98 miles a day, man. I'm back and forth to the port, man.
Okay then. Yeah, you do it like my partner and them do. Yeah, they just they work. I got a couple of partners going to in the port, man. They haul ISO tanks, so they ain't going far. They work for Gulf States, man.
Oh, they got a golf state up here, right in North on I run into a
Yeah.
couple boys from Louisiana. They come through here. They got one in North at the Raymond's Avenue. Big. They got well,
Y-
it used to be Quality Carrier, and the Quality Carrier went out of business up here.
Right.
And Golf
Right.
ended up buying their terminal, so they run because I used to run ISO tanks from North down to Louisiana, down to the ports down there, man.
Mm-hmm. Okay
Yeah,
then. Okay.
yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay then. Yeah, man. Yeah. But yeah, man. Go ahead on and get you
All right,
some
let's get it,
rest,
man. I
man,
got you,
and
brother.
we'll get back with you, big brother.
All right, I got you, man. Hey, man, I appreciate everybody for showing up, man. Even hey, Andrew, man, I appreciate you for going back and forth in the comments, man. I ain't mad at nobody, man. Hey, you got to be able to agree to disagree, and that's what it's all about over here, man. So
Yeah.
Yeah, peace to all of y'all, man. We get back at it again, brother. Thanks a lot.
Okay. Okay, man. Be safe out there now.
You too.
Okay. How you cut it off? I guess.